You can start right now. Literally, the minute you stop this video, go put your shoes on. You don't need expensive, fancy shoes. You don't need the latest and greatest running shoes. They can be Converse tackies, and you can go for a walk for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for half an hour. If it's a creative project that you want to start, just pick up a piece of paper right now after this video and jot down 5 ideas. If it's music that you want to compose or create or sing, get up and practice right now after this video and tell yourself 5 minutes. All you need to do is muster up the energy to do it for 5 minutes. And if that's too much, do it for 1 minute. But I find we get wrapped up in our heads. We want the perfect conditions to start the thing. We want to wait until we feel like it. We are never, ever going to feel like it. I can tell you right now, I'm very consistent with my exercise, and I almost never really feel like, sometimes I do, but it's more of a routine for me. So I never really just, I feel like it. That kind of comes over years of disciplining myself to get up, put on my gym clothes or my running kit, and then go. So I've built up this consistent routine where it's not maybe as consistent as brushing my teeth, but it's kind of like that for me, where I am someone who exercises. It's just become who I am. And you can adopt that too. So if exercise is not your thing, don't kid yourself, don't fool yourself, don't even pretend that you're going to try. But if it's something that you want to do and you want to get into the habit of doing a thing, exercise, playing music, singing, dancing, writing, whatever it is, it has to become automatic. It has to become who you are. It has to become just what you do. And then you need to do it so often and make it such a routine that you kind of feel lost if you don't do that thing. And that's how you get into the discipline and the routine. And that's how you reap rewards of consistency. So remember this. This is the key. You will never always feel like it. Don't wait to feel like it. And I'm not saying punish yourself. I'm not saying that there aren't times when you really have to take a break. There are exceptions, and there are times when you're sick, when you are just under the weather, when you're just low on energy and you need to just curl up in a ball in bed and spend the day in bed. That's different. And I do think we all need 1 day a week to do nothing. That's separate. But when you're trying to get yourself into something, to do something, you need to just start. And if all you can muster is 5 minutes a day of that thing, just do 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes is not a waste. 1 minute is not a waste. So when this video ends, let's say it's your exercise routine. And I'll speak about exercise because it's a metaphor for other things. And it's also a thing that everyone wants to do come January the 1st. So stop this video on whatever day you're watching it, whatever day of the week, whatever time. It can be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It can be 2 o'clock. It can be midday. It can be 5 a.m. in the morning. Just get yourself dressed and ready. It doesn't need to be expensive, fancy clothes. You don't need to wait to buy fancy equipment, none of that. And just move around. Like I say, if the weather permits, go for a walk. If you are in your lounge, you can just do squats and push-ups in your lounge. There's so many excuses mentally. And yes, some of them may be valid, but most of them are not. And so you need to just decide, look at yourself and decide, am I making excuses because I really just don't want to do this thing? And if that is the case, own it. Own it. Just say, I am choosing not to do this thing. I am choosing, I really don't like exercise. I'm choosing not to. I never will. That's me. But people, we start to take on things that we think we should do because of the narrative, social media, YouTube. YouTube is full of nonsense as well. Not me. I'm full of wisdom. But we take these ideas on and we think we should, and we don't have to. So stop making excuses. And if you don't want to do a thing, don't do a thing. And then just get rid of the excuses. And then if you do want to, let's say, start an exercise routine or start painting, drawing, singing, tell yourself, I choose to do this thing. It's not that you have to do it. There's no shoulds and shouldn'ts. These are all in our minds. So I choose to do this thing, and then get up and do it now. So get that motion going for yourself, get that rhythm and routine going. You have to get it going. You have to start somewhere, sometime, and don't wait for a Monday or like a January the 1st or special day. Why not make a mid-February resolution? Why not make a March resolution? Why not make a winter resolution? Why do we always wait for these like perfect moments and times? Look, I get it. A year is like a nice wrap up, but it's all fictitious. It's all made up. We've created a calendar. We've created time and days of the week. So who cares? Whatever day it is, doesn't matter. If it's Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m., and you're sitting there and you're just thinking about exercising, instead of thinking about it and thinking how I'm going to start, when am I going to start, just get off the couch in that moment and start. That's all it takes. It's really, really simple. Don't overcomplicate things in your mind. Please don't overcomplicate things. Make the start, and then as you progress, let's say it's running, for example, because I run, I know about running. Let's say you manage to get running 3 days a week for 10 or 20 minutes, and you say, okay, I like this. You do it again. Maybe by week 3 or 4, that is the time to go and buy the running shoes. Now you know you're in a routine, you've got it going, you're going to see it through. Don't go and buy the expensive running shoes and then start running, because probably if it's not something that you know you're going to stick to, you probably won't, you might not, and then you've wasted money on expensive running shoes. So today, right now, after this video, get up off the couch and go and do the thing. If nothing else I can give you, it's motivation. And motivation comes from repetition and just doing it even when you don't feel like doing it. And that's how you build this mysterious thing called discipline, which is not that mysterious, actually. It's just autopilot. I love you all. I hope this helps. I will see you in my next video. Bye, and happy 2024.